Alright, day 90, and I'm sitting here in the hotel room in Picayune, Mississippi. And I did ask on Facebook a little question. Um, what if I go through my paints and show what they are and talk about how I use them and everything and let you know what I learned about them? So, I have gotten Just Paint, Tag, Krylon, and Snazaroo to send me all their MSDS information, which I will post in the blog. Actually, I'll post all that in the blog when I get all the other information. I want to make one long blog for you to have all the information out there. But I did take some pictures of some ingredients of the different paints that I use. Now, here's the whole thing. And since Diamond FX is my sponsor, I guess I'll go with them first. Okay? Now, Diamond FX has 3 FDA approved neon colors. Only 3. And they are blue, violet, and white. These 3 colors here, if you can see them. The ones that are not FDA approved, but I'm trying to figure out why, because according to their MSDS that they've sent me already, besides the other ones I listed, is everything everybody else says. And, I'm trying to figure out everything else. Now, let me tell you this. The formaldehyde that people are talking about is not formaldehyde resin. It is not the gaseous form. It is the aqueous form called formalin. Formalin is when the gas is exposed and mixed in with water to create a new compound called formalin. Now, formalin itself is a preservative and a disinfectant, okay? It has a toxicity. It has an irritation level. But it's not in a way that's going to harm you. And this is something I've read, I've researched, and I actually put the links and everything on my Day 88 blog. So I don't see why there's still an issue with that. Formaldehyde is not carcinogenic. Let's get that out of the way. Another thing I want to tell you. Before I get right into my paints, okay? Long-term exposure with face paints is not going to do anything other than make you extremely happy for the money you've made by using the face paints. There is nothing carcinogenic in any face paints whatsoever where a long-term accumulation on your fingers, on your skin, is going to cause any adverse reactions to your health whatsoever. Okay? Acrylics, which the whole face painting community knows is a bad thing, and we shouldn't be using face paints or acrylics as face paints. They have some chemicals in them that may contain a carcinogen, but not all of them. Your craft paints and stuff are ASTM D4236 FDA approved non-toxic paints. The only thing that is a problem is for younger people, younger children, is they have very sensitive skin, and it is latex based, so therefore they may get contact dermatitis from a latex reaction from the acrylics. The only acrylics that have a carcinogen in them that you will find is if you go to an art store and you get the professional fine art tubes of acrylic paint. That's the only way you are going to get a carcinogen. Those actually have more chemicals in them, like cadmium, which you can get cadmium poisoning from acrylics, watercolors, and oils. But those are mainly for canvas. Those are not for body use. Don't use them. Black Indian ink. People use that and they add it to henna and they call it black henna. Black hair dye that's added in. It's a PPD chemical that's added into henna. Causes it to be black henna. but has a carcinogen in it, a neurotoxin called PPD. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name right now. I would say it if I had it in front of me, but I don't. Can cause burning and scarring of the skin and cause all kinds of problems. Face paints don't. Face paints don't have anything wrong with them. Period. Period. Okay, we've been using them for years. Some people have had adverse reactions to them. Okay, maybe it's the alcohol in it. SD Alcohol 40, which is FDA approved. But there is a whole thing about SD Alcohol 40 that makes it kind of on the borderline whether it should be FDA approved or not. Okay? Let me see. Sterile alcohol, acacia senegal gum, disodium may contain titanium dioxide, black number 2, iron oxide. This is all from Wolf Face Art and Effects. They are one of the products that I use because they are a good quality paint. You know, I prefer my Diamond Effects over them. And if you notice, here is the size of your Wolf. Here is the size of your Diamond Effects. Okay? Ingredients right on the back. Alright? I'll place them on top of each other. It eclipses the Wolf. It's a bigger container, but it's pretty much the same product. So, let me just reiterate, okay? These have been fully FDA approved for Neons through Diamond Effects, who is working, I guess, sometimes harder than other companies to really get their information out there and to get help. Anna Walensky's helping her from Just Paint and everything. You know, what's his... I'm going to see if I can pull it up here so we can get his name. Santiago Massano from Just Paint has sent me all the Just Paint information because they are creating their own paints now, and they're trying to go with all FDA approved products. That way, when we say they're FDA approved, they're good. Now, these these 5 right here, you have magenta, pink, orange, yellow, green. These are not FDA approved yet. Okay? They also say it has the formaldehyde in it, but I explained that to you. The amount that's in here is not enough to even harm. Krylon, Aquacolors. All the information is on the back. I have a photo of it, so I will be placing that on there. Snazaroo. Yes, I use Snazaroo. Ingredients on the back. I have pictures of all these, okay? So you can see all the ingredients and everything else that I have, and these are what I have in my bag. These are what I use. Now, until I get final confirmation of how the paint's chemical composition is and everything, I will only be using the neon paints around the eye, but not on the eye. Okay? The formaldehyde that may be in it only causes eye irritation. Eye irritation. I repeat, eye irritation. And that is why, and let me see, if you can see it, right there, the last part, right above the DFX logo, what does it say? Keep away from eyes. Now, if you think that is funny, let me see. I know I have it here. I don't know if you can see it. Okay, let me go out so you can see it a little bit better. Okay, do you see it? Might have to go full screen on this. Red, orange, yellow, pink, and purple should not be used in the eye area. This is Snazaroo. Okay, these are warnings that I'm reading you here, okay? Um, in the U.S., blue, green, pink, and purple should not be used on the lips. Okay? It also tells you to retain this information. But it is FDA compliant. So if it's FDA compliant, why are they putting these warnings here? Because the FDA requires that you put warnings down if certain colors are not completely approved or if there is a slight hazard to them. So, warning, care should be taken as some colors may stain. Snazaroo products are not tested on animals. Snazaroo makeup strictly complies with all EU and FDA regulations on cosmetics. And then it goes into stating what I just said. Let's see. Aquacolor
Okay, so
wet
I got
makeup.
kicked out of the room.
From the girls. They didn't want to hear me talk about the face paints. They're tired of hearing about all this bickering because I'm getting all riled up about it. And they're getting all riled up because I'm getting all riled up about it. So, the thing is, I just showed you with the paints and everything like that, that some companies aren't even listing all their stuff. Now, like I said, when I get all the MSDS information, I will post all of that on the blog with contact information for every company. You know, who to contact, what phone number to call them at, what address to email them at or to mail them at. And you can go from there and make your own decisions. Now, as far as all this is concerned, I'm going to get with Diamond Effects a little bit more about getting some of these stuff cleared up and made a little bit more accessible for you to find out these things. Unfortunately, we cannot give the formulas out to any of the ingredients, you know, how much of what. It's just not possible. It's a trade secret that they can't give out. So that's understandable, but I will be posting all the ingredients, and I will also be defining each ingredient so you know exactly what it is, what it comes in, usually what the safe levels are for them and stuff, so that you'll have a better understanding of the paints. So I hope this helps you out a little bit. I know it helped me out a little bit, but I just wanted you guys to understand that I use all the same paints that you probably do, okay? There are some paints that I haven't used, and in fact, when I get home, I have a package waiting for me from European Body Art, who has sent me some samples so that I can try it out and let you know what it's like, okay? Now, I will be contacting them to get their MSDS sheets and everything else, and as I come along each new brand of paint or company out there, I will be requesting information from them too. This is something everybody needs to know, and this will alleviate all problems, hopefully. So, other than that, I don't know what else I can say or tell you, but, you know, continue to paint, be happy with it, don't worry about all these little problems. You know, people tell me not to apologize in these videos for anything that I've done because you're straightforward, you're honest, and everything. So, if you're watching this and I offended you or I pissed you off on Facebook or, you know, with all that debate, which I have not taken down because I do not take down anything, if I'm in the wrong, you'll know I'm in the wrong. If you're in the wrong, everybody else will know that you're in the wrong because it's still there. You know, if you didn't want this to get out, you shouldn't have posted it. If I didn't want it to get out, I wouldn't post it. So, I'm not apologizing for anything that I did. These are my opinions. These are my views. I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm trying to educate you. And in being in a face and body art community, education is a big deal. And we need to educate everybody. So if you felt offended on anything that I said, even if it was bad things about Snazaroo, so be it. You know, if you feel offended, that's on you. I'm not out to offend, I'm out to educate, you know. So, what can I say? Just let it go in one ear, out the other, and forget about it, okay? That's the best way to handle this, because I'm going to be around, you're going to be around, we're all going to be face painting, we're all going to be having a good time, we're all going to be making money, we're all going to be on Facebook, and we just have to all get along. So, if you want to take that as an apology, go ahead. If you don't take it as an apology, just a slap in the face, go ahead. Leave your comments down below. That's all I have to say. But, you know, this has all got to stop. Like I keep reiterating, the bickering has to stop. Once the bickering stops, once we can get on with our lives, once we can move on, because this is not a problem, okay, then things will get better, and it'll smooth over, it'll blow over, we'll all have a good time, we'll all be painting faces and just having fun. So, other than that, yesterday's video up here, tomorrow's video over here. Rate, comment, subscribe if you haven't. Unsubscribe if you don't like what you see. I already had one person do it. She goes, "Oh, I'm getting bored with this. I'm going to unsubscribe." I said, "Fine, I didn't like your comments in the first place." She wasn't constructive. She was destructive the whole time. She complained about everything that I did. You know, if you don't like it, don't watch it. Don't complain because you don't like something on a video. I mean, yeah, I value your opinions, but I mean, okay, that's fine. Complain all you want. Let people know what you don't like. Let me know what you don't like. And then we can resolve the issue, right? We can find out a good way to resolve it. And I guess that's the best way to do this. If you want to complain, complain. If your message gets deleted because of foul language, that's on you. Keep all your comments constructive if possible, not destructive. The more constructive comments you make, the better people will be. I try to be constructive at first, but then it turns into a big destructive argument. And you'll see that in Facebook if you go to my Facebook page. You'll see all that happened. But, okay, I'm done. Yesterday's video, tomorrow's video. I hope you like the new intro. Raves, rants, and reviews. Because I'm not doing too many tutorials on it anymore. So, but, alright. I'll see you guys later. Bye.